Elect of Biche-St. Paul, 2 Hills, followed by Lethbridge East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Last November, the former Deputy Premier issued a directive to this arrogant and out-of-touch PC cabinet. He told them to use their partisan political staff to vet all incoming FOIP requests that had the potential to generate, and I quote, reputational issues for this government. To the Minister of Human Services, you were the Minister of Service Alberta at the time. You were in charge of maintaining the dignity and credibility of the FOIP process in Alberta. Why didn't you speak up the moment that you found out about this wrongdoing?
Honourable Minister of Jobs, Skills, Training and Labour.
Mr. Speaker, there's no end to how far they will go. Mr. Speaker, cabinet ministers in any cabinet, I imagine, are expected to know what their departments are releasing so that they can answer to their constituents, to the opposition and to the media when asked that day about a certain piece of information. This memo, Mr. Speaker, was written, first sent to the Commissioner, to the Privacy Commissioner for her approval. She read it, she approved it, and then subsequent to that, it was sent to Cabinet. Mr. Speaker, keep digging, but you're digging in the wrong place.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act guarantees all Albertans, from private citizens to professional journalists, have the right to access public records, does the current Minister of Service Alberta believe that this ongoing practice of using partisan political staff to vet FOIP requests is or isn't illegal political interference?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The word vet is where the entire problem here is. There is nothing being vetted. All of the FOIP requests are following the process. They're all being released publicly, Mr. Speaker. The simple request was that we could coordinate what they are so that all Cabinet can know and all caucus could know what FOIP requests are coming out, just like we do with any other public announcement. But nothing about the data or the information was being vetted at all. It doesn't even say vetted in the memo. But they can keep pushing that issue, Mr. Speaker, but they're incorrect about it.
Final supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that we now know this PC cabinet is improperly vetting FOIP requests, if there are reputational issues with the government, will the Premier accept this blatant breach of legislation, or did he not know that this rotten practice was wrong at the time?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Again, I have a copy of what he's referring to right here, and there's nothing that says vetting, Mr. Speaker. All it discusses is gathering the FOIP requests so that they could be reviewed, so that we know what was going out, Mr. Speaker, because otherwise they get publicly released and we don't know what's going out, and then we get phone calls about it, Mr. Speaker. There's nothing in here that mentions vetting. It's about gathering information so that everyone is aware of what's going out publicly, but nothing is being singled out or eliminated or affected by that process.